I wanted to show you guys something I just figured out. I got my Dremel out and I got this really soft brush. Alright, and this thing is amazing. It just made my job like a million times easier, and it works fantastic. It's taking everything right off. But you know, it's just amazing how well, and it's slow, you know, because I don't want to change the surface of the carburetor. So, oops, that wasn't good. But man, it just works fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and finish cleaning up this carburetor and go from there. Alright, well, while I was rebuilding the carburetor, which I just finished, I did find a few small problems. One big main one is the float was adjusted way off. It's supposed to be set at 43 millimeters, and they give you this handy dandy little thing to check it with, and on the paper that comes with the rebuild kit, it shows you exactly how many millimeters it's supposed to be from where you measure it from, right on the instructions. And it's supposed to be set at 43 millimeters, and it was set at like beyond what it has on there, which is 60 is the max, and it was probably like 65 or something. It was set way low down in the bowl, which means it was shutting the valve off before the bowl could fill up on the inside. So it wasn't getting enough fuel, and that may have been this entire problem. But it's got brand new top gasket on it. It's got, let's see, nothing there on this side. It's got the new seal for the solenoid. And it's got the new pump gasket on it and diaphragm, and it has this little power valve or whatever this is down here. It's got the new diaphragm on it for that as well. And I didn't replace one of them, which I don't know where I put it, but it's the one that goes to the choke right here. I mean, the automatic choke works perfect, and I was going to replace it until I started tearing it apart and seeing how it's connected in there. And there's little tiny rusty springs. It ain't best of shape. It's in here. It didn't come in the kit, and so I couldn't replace those. But the automatic choke works perfect. There's no problem with it anyways, and it would have been so difficult. I would have had to tear everything out of here, plus remove a shaft that comes in through here into the carburetor somewhere here. And I wasn't sure how to remove that shaft because this plunger has a long metal shaft on it that goes in. There's a little spring and a plastic clip, or a plastic sleeve that goes over the end of it, and then a metal clip. It's really tiny, and I would have had to get back behind all the stuff inside here. And there's actually quite a few things. The way they made this choke is crazy inside here. So it's not even worth messing with, especially when the automatic choke already works perfectly fine. And if it ever goes out, I can easily switch it to a manual choke just by replacing this cover. So it's not a big deal. I'm trying to think, there was something else I found that was off too. Oh, wait for it. Yeah, right here is the plunger I didn't replace for the automatic choke. On the top, there's a plastic sleeve that goes right here, and then a spring that goes over the plastic sleeve, and then a little clip that goes right there that holds all that on. And it won't come out without removing that clip, plastic sleeve, and spring, which is all stuck way behind a whole bunch of little gadgets inside here. So it just wasn't worth changing, especially when it already works perfectly fine. I think that's about it. All the air holes have been blown out. I mean, it should run now. I think the reason why it was dying, well, for the most part, I know the fuel pump was going out of it. Because it kept, one time wasn't pumping fuel at all, and I smacked it a couple times. with something hard. I don't know if it was the end of a screwdriver or something, and all of a sudden it started pumping. So that's getting replaced tomorrow when it comes in with new fuel line. But in the meantime, I think we're going to slap this on here, see if she'll start, see if it'll run right now. And then I can get the timing set correctly and go from there. I'll let you know how it goes. Well, folks, I finally got this thing figured out. A vacuum line had fallen off the bottom of the intake where I couldn't really get down in there and see. So now she's running good. I'll show you here. Give it a, put this can, give it a couple pumps, and can fire it up. Yeah, it's running pretty good now. So the overflow is hooked up, the fan's hooked up, it's got liquid in it, the alternator's charging, oil's firing. The only thing that can really happen now is things got to break. Like the axles that I welded can break, maybe one of these mounts break. You know, I'm not sure what's going to hold and what's not going to hold. So we're going to find out. But not tonight, it's too late now. So tomorrow we'll take her out for a test drive and see how many times I can break the axle.